Okay, so when Claire and I last joined you, we were at the hike in Glacier National Park. We are now in Banff National Park. It's now Monday, and the other girls are in bed probably still. I don't know. But we are getting ready to go on a hike. Where are we at?
Banff. Johnston Canyon.
Doing the Johnston Canyon hike. So we'll take you along, see what we see. There's supposed to be several waterfalls on this hike, so we're looking forward to that.
And a lot of people.
Claire got a mocha this morning and it's not that good, so I'm drinking it. So we're on our way. We'll show you some of the sights as we go along. Thanks. A secluded hike, this is not. A beautiful hike, it definitely is.
How deep is huge rocks?
All right, so we skipped the lower falls overlook there. We skipped that to get past part of the crowd, and we're making our way to the upper. We'll check out the lower when we make our way back down. So the beginning of the Upper Falls Trail is a pretty steep section. That's why I'm breathing so hard. But we're now at the top of the Lower Falls section. You can see down. And there's evidently a little spot down there where you can get right at the base of the falls, so that'll be pretty cool. All right, I haven't been keeping count. That's several waterfalls though. So far, the entirety of this trail is paved. Most of it has this fence along the side. A lot of it is like catwalks built into the side of the cliff. So, super accessible hike with super pretty views the whole way.
Okay, so we're taking our first break. We've gone 1.07 miles, 308 feet elevation gained.
Nice.
We've passed, I think, 3 waterfalls.
Yep. 3 decent sized ones. I don't know how they count them, but this is a good little spot to stop. Has good little seating. We got a little break back there. We're back on the trail, and this is straight up this little hill. Good way to get the heart rate back up as we make our way to the Upper Falls. All right, so we made it to what we're going to call the top of the upper falls. They're actually 265 meters back down. If you go another 3 kilometers, you make your way to the ink pots, which I've heard are pretty cool. I don't know that we're going to find out today. What do you think, Claire? You want to do the ink pots? That would be a no. All right, she got a burst of energy. She's feeling sporty. So 3 kilometers, we're going to see what we can do.
Okay.
We'll see if we make it all the way up. If we don't, we can always turn around at any point we want to. So here we go. Claire, what are the stats on our hike so far?
544 feet elevation gained, 1.87 miles, and 61 minutes.
Got it. All right, here we go. We'll see if we make it to the ink pots. We've got plenty of water. We've got plenty of snacks. So here we go. Okay. So the crowd has diminished significantly. We're just starting the trek up to the ink pots, and by up I mean up. We'll see. We'll let you know if we make it. All right, so we're hiking along. We keep seeing things like this.
That's gross.
Pretty sure it's accumulations of bear hair. So we're hoping we don't see the source of said bear hair.
Surprised you're not saying that. We hope we do see this source.
I'd love to see one, but not on a hike. I prefer to see them from my car. How far have we come up, Claire?
Elevation or miles?
Miles.
We're at 2.39.
All right, so we've done about 4/10 of a mile since we started the ink pot section. All the signs are in meters. We're not great with our conversions.
Oh, there's a lot of bugs.
We're assuming, I think 1,600 meters is approximately a mile. 4 laps around the track ish. So we got a ways to go, but it's flattened out a little bit and Claire has begun to sweat. So she's hoping her sweating means she won't have to go potty before we get back down to the bottom. Because she doesn't want to join the bears in the woods.
Yeah, not particularly.
But cousin Aaliyah has shown him how it's done. So if necessary, she is prepared to execute. All right, so we bought our waterproof boots. So we need to make use of the waterproof boots. So
What?
Claire's gonna walk through the water. Or maybe not. Oh, how did they work?
They worked fine.
Excellent.
Have you been to Embark before?
We haven't.
You
Have
haven't?
you?
Yeah.
Is it beautiful?
Yeah.
It's worth the trip?
It's worth, yeah. This trail is very boring.
Yeah,
I would
that's.
say.
I just told her we don't have any waterfalls to look at. It's getting
The top is beautiful.
good. All right, we have climbed a considerable amount of elevation. We can hear the river flowing. The terrain has changed. The canopy kind of has opened up. Oh, nice little shot down there of the river. Super pretty. We're looking forward to the view of the ink pots. We've had 3 people so far that have encouraged us along the way and told us it's definitely worth it. So we also saw some 6-year-olds doing the hike, so we know we can make it. We just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. We've heard we're almost there. How far have we come so far, Claire?
3.72 miles.
3.72?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only 7 miles round trip, so who knows. We just must have a little bit further and we'll be there. So right here it says the horses have to go to the right, but people can go to the left. So we're gonna go to the left. All right, we've made it to this opening now, and it is pretty spectacular, but it only gets better from here, from what I understand. So we'll keep going. This says that this is the end of the Nordic ski trail. I have no idea how you would ski up here, but take their word for it. That's the end of the Nordic ski trail. And there's a sign right up here for the ink pots, so we must be at the ink pots. I'm not seeing much in the way of ink pots, but welcome to the ink pots. All right, well, here's the ink pots.
Really
it was worth the trip. No,
That's actually...
it's a really deep little hole right there. Claire, stand right there on the other side of the water.
Over here?
Right, no, right there. So from what we can tell, the ink pots are little pools of water that are really deep, that the river kind of diverts into these ink pots and then connects back to the river. But it makes for really cool little pots of water
With the mountains in the back.
that looks like maybe an artist dipped his brush in the ink
Yeah,
pots
it's like paint water.
and then painted these beautiful mountains. We know who that artist is. All right, we have made it to the ink pots.
This is the river.
We've made it to the river, and we're going to give you a little 360 view. So, pretty spectacular spot. It's surrounded by the mountains, got the river in the background. The ink pots were pretty impressive. Now it's time for Gatorade and granola bars.
All right, so we're at the top and we're about to turn around and head back down. But so far, we've gone 4.13 miles. We've gained 1,132 feet elevation. And we've been going for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, but we stopped for a little snack break.
This has been a pretty incredible place to stop and have a snack. And there is a big uphill on the beginning of our return trip. After that, it's all downhill. So we'll see how long it takes us to make it down. All right, so as we make our way back through here, we'll give you a view of the ink pots as we see them on our way back out. All right, Claire, give us your honest opinion of the ink pots.
The ink pots themselves are pretty cool, but not like amazing. Some of them are prettier than others, but the view from the ink pots and around the ink pots is amazing.
Yes, I would definitely agree with that. The ink pots are an interesting side note to me on the ink pots trail. The views from the ink pots are what's worth the trip, and I would definitely say it's worth the trip. Now, ask me again in about 30 minutes if it was worth the trip, because we have a big uphill climb coming up, and So yeah, I'm hoping we have the same opinion when we get done with that uphill climb. All right, so we are 25 minutes in. We've reached the summit and we're on our way down. So I believe the rest of this is going to be downhill the majority of the way. All of the uphill is now completed. So we shall see. We've got a goal in mind. We'll see if we make it down with our goal intact. Who knows? We're not going to tell you what our goal is. That way, if we don't make it, we can lie to you. Not really. We'll tell you. Our goal is an hour and 15 minutes. 2:30 is our goal. We have one stop to make on the way down, and that is at the lower falls that we passed and kind of skipped over on the way. Hopefully it won't be too terribly crowded when we get there, but that's where the majority of the people are, is at the lower falls. So we'll see what kind of crowd there is when we get there. All right, so we have made it back. You can see the falls. What time is it?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, so we're 45 minutes into the descent. And feeling good. It's been pretty steady downhill for a while, but it is a very welcome sound to hear all of these waterfalls, because we know that means we are getting much closer. So pretty down here too. We'll pick you back up at the lower falls. All right, so we're making our way to the lower falls, and this looks ridiculous from the standpoint of the line. The lower falls are pretty incredible. Not sure they're worth that line that you're seeing now.
Let's just get some pictures from here.
Yeah. All right, so we got a couple pictures at the lower falls and decided to make our way on down to the parking lot. So I don't think we're gonna make our goal, but we've got a pretty good pace going, so we shall see. I don't think we have much further to the parking lot. I can't remember exactly how far the lower falls were, but we've got to be getting close. is 2:37. We missed our goal by 7 minutes, which is quite all right. That was pretty awesome pace regardless. So Claire's going to read us our stats from this point, and we'll see kind of what it's looked like for this hike. Okay, so this is a little disappointing. This is not our parking lot. Claire,
We're a
we
bit
have to go. We have to go to the other parking lot. So
It's not that way.
we're gonna go down and make our way the rest of the way to the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
I remember this bridge too. It was a pretty awesome bridge. But we really thought we were there, so we're gonna miss our goal by more than 7 minutes. But goals are made to be reached and sometimes not reached. Good. All right, we just reached 8 miles for total, which is about 6 miles further than we thought we were going to do today. So I'd say that's we got pretty ambitious along the way, but now I recognize the parking lot. You got it. Do it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2:44, and our total time was 4 hours and 1 minute. Total distance was 8.09 miles. Our elevation gain was 1,605 feet, and our average pace was 28 minutes a mile. Pretty good.
We had a good time. We're glad we did it, I think. Ask us again tomorrow.